one is you.
Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'm going to show you how I made the simple YouTube intro for your YouTube channel. The first thing we're going to do is to head over to Canva, and after that we're going to go into the search button and type in YouTube banner. Okay, we're going to create our YouTube banner from the scratch. So we're going to click on the create YouTube banner. As you can see from the YouTube intro, it's has two pages, but we're going to start with the first one. First thing we're going to do is to choose our color. So we're going to come here and choose the color we want for this intro, the first page. So I will use like a kind of nude color. So you're just gonna choose what you know will be okay for you. I think this is good. I'm going to use this one and okay it. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add text. Click on the plus button, go to text, add a heading, and you're going to type in the name of your YouTube channel. So we're using a Ajuri style. Then the next thing we're going to do is to change the font. So we're going to make the fonts a bit bold. So we're going to go to fonts, then just search for, you can just swipe to the left for any bold font. Yeah, so I'm using the free version, so we're going to look for a font that is bold and it's free as well to use. So I'm just going to, this is good. I'm just going to, let me look for the name. We're using the Husa board. We're just going to make sure it's in the middle. So the next we're going to do is to duplicate this. We're going to duplicate it and change the font to a different font. So what we're going to do is just to go to the fonts. Then we're going to search in, Brittany, Brittany. Okay, this one I'm going to make it a small letter. We're going to change this to small letters. So perfect. So just going to adjust and make sure it's in the middle. Make sure it's in the middle. Let's change the color to you can use any color of your choice. So I think this color sits pretty well. So we're going to use this and just adjust this a little bit. Then we're going to change the effects. We're going to add effects to the fonts. Like just going to use new effects. My network is crazy. This is new effect, so it pops. So we're going to choose the new effect and you see it now. Then adjust it down a little bit. The next thing we're going to do is to go to elements and we're going to put in corners. We're going to type in corners. So the corner comes up and we're just going to choose this one and take it to the side. Also, we're going to reduce the size, make it really small so we can put it at the four corners. But before we do that, we have to change the color to white. Then the next thing we're going to do is to duplicate it into 4. We're going to adjust it to each side or each corner. I'm going to also rotate this, bring it to the corner. I use my nudge to make smaller moves. So let's just move this as fast as we can. Down, to the left, down a little bit, and this is perfect. Then the last one, we're going to do the same thing. So it's perfect where it is now. So the next thing we're going to do is put in the record button. Go to elements. We're going to type in record. Okay, go to graphics. I think that's where you see the animated one. So this is the one we're going to use. To reduce the size, you see it's already animated. We're going to reduce the size and take it upwards. So I'm just going to use my notch button to move it very close to the corners, fit it into the space inside of the corner. So I'm going to adjust this text a little bit because we're going to add a subscribe button. So what we're going to do next is to go to elements and we're going to type in subscribe. I'm going to choose the one that has the bell notification. This is perfect. We're going to make it smaller and adjust it just underneath the Ajuri style. This is perfect. We're going to add an arrow. So we're going to go to our elements. We're going to type in animated arrow. So we're just going to head over to graphics. This one is perfect. We're going to go with this one. Click on it. It pops up on the screen. We're going to reduce the size. Then I'm going to flip it as well. So it points towards the direction of the subscribe button. So we're going to flip this horizontally. Then adjust it to a way it touches the subscribe when it comes up. So this is just perfect. So we're done with this first page and we're going to go to the next page. So what we're going to do is we're just going to swipe to the left. This is for phone. If you're using your mobile, or if you're not using your mobile, what you're going to do is just to add another page. So first thing we're going to do is to change our color. We're going to change this color to white. And the next thing is, by now you already have like a screen record of your Instagram page and also a screenshots from your Instagram page. But for me, I didn't like the pictures, how the pictures were arranged on my Instagram, so I couldn't take like a screenshot of pictures over there. So what I just did is I added pictures from my gallery and I put them in a way that it looks like it's a screenshot from Instagram. I don't know if that makes sense, but for this tutorial I'm just going to take a screenshot from my Instagram and use for this video. So we're going to go to gallery and we're going to add the image I got from Instagram. But mind you, this is not the picture I used for my intro. I used pictures that I wanted, but for time's sake, because that took a lot of time to arrange those pictures to fit into here, and that's why I'm using this. You see, it looks really just few pictures. We're going to go to elements. We're going to type in iPhone, like different options that comes up. So since we're on the paid version, we're going to choose the one that is free. So we now have the image of the iPhone on the screen right now. So what we're going to do is to tilt it a little bit or slant it a little bit, whichever one you understand. Then just take it to the side. Take it to the side. You just play with it, you know, the size you want, exactly how you want it to be. But you know, we're working with what we have on the intro. So this is it. So the next thing we're going to do is to add the video inside of this iPhone. So we're going to tap on the plus button, go to gallery, then go to videos, then add the screen record you took of on your Instagram page. So you see, this is the video. So we're just going to tilt the video a little bit the same way we did to the phone and add it into the frame of the iPhone. So we're just going to expand this a little bit, so it fits into, you see now the video is on top of the phone. So what we're going to do now, we're going to take the video backwards. So just go to position and take it backwards, you see. So now it looks as if the phone is inside of it looks like it's the real phone. So you're going to do adjustment to it. Just make sure everything looks good. So the video plays inside of the phone. What we're going to do next is we're going to add text. Go to text. We're going to add heading. We're going to change this to connect with me. So the next I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the with me downwards. So I'm just going to bring this down. Then I'm going to change the color to white. Change the text color to white. And I'm going to add like an effect to it so it pops out. So let's use this echo effect. And after that, I'm just going to add more effect to it so this pops out more. I'm going to add this outline and do some editing. This is the thickness. I just increase the thickness of the outline. Then I'll change the color to black. You see, this way it's more visible. I'm going to change the font to a bolder font. The Husa bold again. I'm going to go to elements, add a circle, make this small, and just change the color to what we want. Use the color picker and just think this is okay. This is perfect. And you're going to duplicate it according to how many social media handles you have. So the next thing we're going to do is to go to elements, type in tab. So I'm going to use this one. We're just going to add it to it and duplicate it as well. So this is where you type in your Instagram name. I'm going to take this tab to the back. So go to position, take it backwards, go to position, take it backwards. Now it looks like this. So we're going to make it a bit smaller as well. The next thing we're going to do here, go to elements and add in TikTok logo. The most ones here are paid. This is how we're going to use this paid TikTok without actually paying. So we're going to tap on the first one. I'm going to reduce the size to be very small. I'm going to add it there and just adjust it. I think this is okay. Let it just fit into the circle. So the next we're going to add is we're going to add our Instagram logo. This we do. We're going to reduce the size and add it into the circle. The next we're going to do is to add text. Add text. This is my Instagram name. Take it here. We're going to reduce the size and also change the color. We're going to change the font color to black. Then we're going to adjust it into the tab space. The next I'm going to do is to duplicate it because it's just the same name for my Instagram and TikTok. So I'm just going to adjust all of this over again so it goes a bit closer to the other one. So the next thing we're going to add now is our shape. Go to elements, you're going to go to shape and add a square to this. You're going to drag this square and make sure it covers the whole screen. So we're going to change the color. Let me go with the blue. So after that, I'm going to take the square backwards. So go to position, then take it backwards until most of the elements pop up. We're going to reduce the transparency of the square we just added. So just going to reduce it until you can see the picture. 48 is okay. We're going to animate our text, animate some of the elements so it pops into the screen when it's playing. So we start with this connect with me. We're going to animate it this way, how you want it to come into the screen. Animate this one as well, the text. Let's use the accent. The same with the second one. We're going to use the ascend. So we're done with this page. So we're going to go back to our first page and animate our text. So it depends on what you want. You just have to play with this. This depends on what you want and how you want your text to appear or fall into the screen. The next thing we're going to do is to save. So we're going to just go through it, make sure it's okay. So on CapCut, I'm going to create new project and add the video that we just saved. So this is about 25 seconds and that is way too much for an intro. So we're going to cut this out to like a few seconds. So we're going to split from here and delete it. Now we are left with 8 seconds. So I'm just going to cut this one as well. Everything now has appeared on the screen, right? We're going to reduce this as well. So I'm going to cut this. Let me cut from here. I'm going to cut our intro a little bit so it becomes really short. We don't want a long intro, so delete it. So we're left with just 5 seconds, which is perfect. So what we're going to do next is to add sound. We're going to add the music, which is the audio. So I use music from CapCut. So I'm just going to go to sounds and I'm just going to go to beats. This is the one I'm using for my intro. Add it. Then I'm also going to cut it where the video ends. So I'm going to split this as well. So let's listen to what we have. So I'm just going to split where the first page ends. Then we can add a transition there. So let me just use the left. I'm going to reduce the speed a little bit. I'm going to go to the music as well. We're going to make it fade in and fade out. So we're going to as well. I'm going to add in the click sound. So we're just going to watch when the arrow tries to touch on the subscribe button. Then add the click sound from there. So we're going to go to sound effects. I'm going to search for clips. I'm just going to add the mouse click sound. Speed it up a little bit. I'm just going to add another sound here. And that's the notification sound. This is it. You can type follow like notification sound here. Let's see. And add the light glitch. I'm going to reduce it a little bit. So the light glitch comes across the screen. So we're done. Let's play. Thank you so much for watching. And if you learned something how to make an intro for your YouTube channel, please hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you always get notified when I post my next video. And bye.